What is going on, guys? Bama, welcome to the stream. Brooklyn Joker, welcome to the stream. So we're probably going to jump into this pretty quick because if you look at this, there is so many matches going on right now. You got 4 Fatal 4-Ways. We got 4 8-man tags. We got 2 8-person elimination matches. All of them getting ready to score points. Matter of fact, let me see. Not going to be easy to keep up with all the happening, so I might have to put it out afterwards, but going to try to keep up with it as best as I can. Because remember, 3 points for a win in a match. You get 1 point for a pin. Don't even have to win the match. And 2 points. Well, we'll say pin. It's pin or knockout. And 2 points, even though we don't have any knockout matches in this one. And 2 points for a submission, because that does not happen very often. So we'll have to see. We're not going to watch the entirety of every single entrance. If you look at this, every single male participant in Wrestle Wars is on this episode. Every single one. So, lots of matches, 10 matches, lots of people in the matches. So, Wrestle War is getting ready to begin round 1 right now. How's everybody doing out there? Been having a battle with the COVIDs. Now, I've done a couple episodes, but you could probably tell like energy level way low. So hopefully that is going to change here today. We'll see. The voice feeling pretty good right now. So hopefully that stays up. But this is just going to be a long episode. Some of the stuff we'll have the complete entrances, but some of it, I mean, we are going to have to cut them a little bit short. You know what I mean? Or we will be here all night. What is going on, Digital? Welcome to the stream.
Falls Count Anywhere match. Making his way to the ring from Wadley, Alabama, weighing in at 237 pounds.
So Paden Hardy getting a slightly new look. Now, not on the entrance stuff. It has been a minute, though, since you've seen him, so I don't know. Maybe you don't remember this part of the entrance because it has been a minute since he has been on. But back for Wrestle Wars, but he has a completely new face paint. Really like it, so we'll definitely see how that goes. What is going on, Jake Plague? Welcome to the stream, brother. It's going to be interesting because we're going to see these teams and what they did. Like, we're going to see some people who may not normally be in tag team matches. We're going to see some people who aren't normally in something else. We're going to see some people mismatch. So how every single team...
First, representing the Monster Eclipse from Sherrills Ford, North Carolina, weighing in at 385 pounds, Strowman.
So we're going to see how every single one of these teams attacks. And now look, you make it out of round 1. Remember, 4 teams getting eliminated in round 1. Of those 4 teams, one of them will disband. One of them. So that is the part of Wrestle Wars where you are taking a chance of losing your faction by being in. But I would think that the benefits far outweigh the other things. Now, for those of you probably wondering, Braun Strowman has been in our universe the entire time. Just has not had a reason to come out, so he's going to be one of those wrestlers that doesn't come out all the time, but will come out and wrestle when he needs to. Wrestles for the Fiend, Wade War Walters, Brutus Walters, and Nikita Walters.
Representing D-Generation X from Mount Olympus, weighing in at 302 pounds, the WCW Underground Internet Champion, Ruby Ho.
So Grunning coming out, showing off that brand new Outlaw Championship title belt. Again, that isn't going to give, we know that all the title belts give you a boost. For all of the special series title belts, they only give you a boost when you wear them. The other ones will give you a residual boost. So like you win it, you lose most of the points, but you still get to keep some of them. We cap out the total points no matter what at 20. That way it's not too crazy. But you have those 20 residual points that you can win. Look at this model. Slightly updated model look to John Cena as well. Yeah, COVID is running through Alabama. At least it ran through me and my wife. So we both had COVID. Actually got it a couple weeks ago. And for 4 days, it is terrible. But then you start getting better. But there's just those residual effects, you know, where I still feel tired. I still feel this. I still feel that. My voice was having a hard time. But still out doing stuff. Still, you know, it's like the flu, just twice as long. So this one was kind of bad. I had to break fever on it twice, but, you know, nothing too crazy. Now, we don't normally see, and it kind of makes you wonder, knowing that Hogan and John Cena both in the NWO. John Cena was the leader of the NWO. Hogan kind of the godfather, and I'm pretty sure it's kind of set up the same way where, yeah, Cena's leading, but he is not leading Hogan. Hogan probably has a lot of input into what is going on. But here we go, Wrestle War Round 1, brand new arena. What do you guys think about the new Wrestle War 1 arena? It is crazy when you look at it. It is actually one of probably my favorite arena now. There's two different versions of this arena. I mean, completely different versions, but this one, I really like this one. So Braun Strowman, Paden Hardy on the inside getting after it. John Cena, Grunning, the current Outlaw champion, on the outside of the ring. And it's interesting that Cena, like, you've got Grunning, who is a bigger guy. Braun Strowman, obviously the biggest guy. Paden Hardy, the smallest guy in this particular match. So it's interesting that the biggest and smallest are going after each other. Now, getting switched over, I think Cena kind of sees his opportunity right there to maybe get a shot in on Braun Strowman. And you got to realize, too, if you were looking at the number of times a title has been won, then John Cena has got to be the greatest WWE World Champion ever. If you're looking at length, that's a completely different thing. But number of times, John Cena's got that in spades. Braun Strowman, though, using that sledgehammer. Paden Hardy trying to go after him, but John Cena not having that. And Braun Strowman not having that. So kind of everybody taking their shots round and round and round. What is going on? Dustin, welcome to the stream, brother. McWayne, what is happening, brother? Welcome to the stream. I got to jump in one of McWayne's streams the other day. It was good to be able to do that again. You know, it's funny. That is weird, and that should not have happened. This is really supposed to be an elimination match. So they should not be breaking up pins. Really makes me wonder, because this happened the other day as well. Huh. And I went in and I physically put them all in. So something to keep an eye on here. But the fact that they're breaking these up, like that just should not be going on. We're going to have to see. No. Nope. I don't know what's going on, but we can't let it go. That falls count anywhere. That's what it all says. See what it says now. Hold on. 4-man elimination. This sucks because when I leave this, I'm going to have to reset all these matches, or a lot of them. But we can't have it. Like, it's got to do what we need it to do. $3K. Holy cow. Congrats, brother. I did not even realize that. Okay, let's go in. Custom matches. Edit. 4-man elimination. Edit. Falls count anywhere. It says elimination on. I don't understand then what is going on. Four-man elim, falls count anywhere. What is going on, sister? Welcome to the stream. This sucks because usually it starts messing up and we're going to have to go back and figure, yeah, okay, that's the same. Nope. See, god dang it. So good news. You guys gotta watch me go back through here and try to refix all this stuff. 8-man match. Okay, hold on. Blaise, Max, Hogan, Bama, Dragonuv. Okay. Yeah. Yep. 8-man, okay. Yeah. Butch. Yep. Booker. Oh, wow. Okay. Nothing's messed up. But edit matches again, because now we're gonna have to make sure this is right in these fatal 4-way matches. Like I don't understand. There's no reason for them to break it up. Edit match, customize match, custom 4-man elimination, falls count anywhere. Customize match. Falls count anywhere. Just got to do this real quick. What is going on? Unstoppable Madness Wrestling. Welcome to the stream, brother. With a name like that, I got to assume you've got your own E-Federation as well. Yeah, you know what's funny? When I went on, I lost a lot of momentum when I went on vacation. And then I had COVID, and then trying to get over COVID. So, yeah, our growth on the channel slowed down considerably. Starting to pick back up again, but considerably slower. Okay. Now, we're not going to watch all the entrances of, especially this first match. We got to see those entrances, but let's get back to the show. Things should be set up the right way now. So, I hope they are. I mean, there's a lot of things predicated on this being right. The matches being the right way. All right, here we go. Flipping it back on. So these guys got to go one time, but now hopefully we can get back into the part where they're wrestling, and it should not be going down the way it was. But now, look at the way. And it's kind of funny because just starting right back off again, you see now these guys lined up a different way. Grunning and Paden getting after it. Now the two big men getting after it. John Cena getting back to his feet. And this is almost how, like in the beginning, I thought it would be. Grunning and Braun Strowman kind of getting after it. And we know that it'll go back and forth a lot, but just kind of figured that'd be the way it goes. Look at that leader of the NWO already getting a 2 count put on him. Remember, in Wrestling Wars, you get 3 points for the win. You get 1 point for a pin or a knockout. No knockout matches tonight. And 2 points for a submission. So the lowest 4 factions will be eliminated. Those 4 factions will have to fight to survive. They'll be pitted 2 against 2. The losers move on to the next round. Winners get to keep their factions. And then it'll be a one-on-one match in the finale of Wrestle Wars. The losing faction will have to disband. So the winning faction going to get all kinds of title shots. Losing faction is not. Also, the wrestler that scores the most points will get an automatic shot at the Universal and $1 Million Championship. So in effect, you could not even be on the winning team and still get a shot, depending on how well you do in Wrestle Wars. So, pretty exciting Wrestle War 1. Giving it a go right now. Right now, we didn't see the guys break it up. So it was good that we stopped. We made the correction. Now we can move forward knowing that things... I'm doing really well. I was getting over COVID, but doing really well right now. What is going on? Sentinel sneaking in to the chat. Welcome to the stream, brother. Tonight, every single male wrestler that is in Wrestle Wars will be on display here tonight. 10 matches. Normally we only have 9. But we have 4 Fatal 4-Way matches, 2 8-way singles matches, and then 4 8-man tag matches. So a lot of points on the line here tonight. Look at Paden actually able to get around Braun Strowman. Get him up, kind of pull back on him, and then able to get a little bit of leverage on there, stretching out his side. If anything else, like even if he didn't get him to submit. At least he was being a good teammate, you know, making sure Braun. Oh, Grunning almost caught Paden riding dirty, though. Paden sidesteps it, gets around that chair, and gets after Grunning. Paden right now looking like a man on a mission. Paden having darker brown hair, too, another little thing. But having much lighter brown hair, so, you know, it is summertime. Maybe it lightened up a little bit because it's summertime. Maybe he's out surfing around them Alabama beaches in his off time. You know, Paden almost giving the old Sting vibes a little bit, like a mixture of the old and new Sting. So, very interesting. John Cena trying to get a pin on Braun Strowman. Strowman, though, trying to show him he did not appreciate that. Paden breaks that up, though. Don't know why he'd want to do that. Grunning split open. Paden now grabbing the chair and wisely using that chair against big old Braun Strowman. Braun Strowman, this is probably his debut in WCW. Even though he has been here since the beginning, Braun stated he will only wrestle when needed. Only wrestle when the Fiend requests him to wrestle. And Wrestle Wars is that time. Yeah, definitely better get. Yeah, just missed the scunion for sure. Look at that. Paden trying to play it up to the crowd. Grunning saying, hey, maybe next time you degenerate into something, fool. 1, 2, 3. And Grunning pins Paden Hardy. So Grunning scoring Degeneration X 1 point. Remember, Cameron winning on a countout, so not getting the point for a pin, but finding a way in a match that looked like he was straight gonna lose. Found a way to win, ends up winning on a countout. Grunning out here now trying to make up for some of those points one way or the other. Goes, rolls up the leg. And something happens, and now look, Braun. John Cena stepped into that. Braun trying to show off how powerful he was. Oh, not. Now, I don't want to say not strong enough. I almost said that, but match has been going on, so maybe Braun Strowman's got an injury to the lower back area. Went to pick up Grunning, unable to do it, however. And now the leader of the NWO and Braun Strowman trying to hook it up a little bit. Slow Grunning down. And Cena was starting to get after it there a little bit. Grunning slows that down, and Strowman now firmly in control of what is happening in and outside of the ring. Thought that was going to be the end of John Cena right there. Grunning running around, getting out of the way of one thing, but then right into the next thing. And now what goes up definitely comes back down. Strowman now rolls up the leg. 1, 2. And John Cena kicking out in 2. Oh, there it is. That might be it for Strowman. Gets hit with the attitude adjustment. Referee way out of position. Referee, I'm not even sure if he is in the same match that is going on now. Grunning over there talking to him about it, being like, hey, why don't you come with me this way? This is where all the action is taking place. And then Grunning tells Strowman to stop in the name of love. And John Cena. But that looks like that might have been a mistake. Here he goes. Put down, looking like, oh, thought he was going to get it, but then thought he was going to break it up. Ends up breaking it up. Used to be a fatal flaw in our universe, but so far this season, going after the stairs has not proven to be that flaw. Can you hear him laughing? That is a scary sight by himself. Cena trying to hit both of the competitors with the chair, but Grunning ends up having it missed. Luckily, Braun Strowman's scunion was in the way. And here we go. Is this going to be the end of John Cena and Braun Strowman scoring a point for Monsters Incorporated? The Monsters eclipse. Can he score another point and a victory right here? So now the final two competitors, and really, if Grunning finds a way to win, that gives D-Generation X a big boost up. If Strowman can win, that will put them in a much better position than they were in before. And up and down he goes, though Strowman not staying in the ring. And look, it's almost like some of them now understand, like they have watched the footage of past seasons and understand that you really got to be in a position to go after the stairs. If you're not, don't force it, don't push it, let them go, and then get back to wrestling. Maybe you'll put yourself in a better position as it goes on. But right now, looking like Braun Strowman not having, it looked like in the beginning had a little bit of ring rust, but now not looking like it at all. Really able to get after it. Grunning now trying to rely on that Outlaw Championship, trying to rely on what he has had to go through to beat the monster among men. Oh, that is a devastating clothesline, and now Grunning setting up for it. Could this be it? Gets him down, and this might do it. Look at that. Braun Strowman tries to no-sell Grunning's finisher, but unable to. Still real slow to get up, and Grunning puts D-Generation X in the lead.
Here is your winner,
So right there, you look at the monster among men getting 1 point for his team, but Grunning bringing home 5 points for his. So D-Generation X, while I don't have the grand totals, I do know that gives them 8 and does put them firmly in the lead right now. But now getting into the very next match, think about how many points are on the line right here. You got a possibility of, let's just say the normal thing, 7 pins plus the thing. There's 10 points that could be on the line now. Those points could easily be up to 17 if all of the actions were done by submission instead of pin. So, a lot of stuff still out there. What is going on, Blaise Radio? Welcome to the stream, brother. Guys, I'm pretty sure everybody in this that I can see in the chat is subscribed to Blaise Radio. But if you are not in the chat and we don't hear you, you're not typing in on the thing, go check out Blaise Radio. He runs another E-Federation. Also runs another E-Federation, does it different than we do it. Just like Solo Season does it different than we do it. They do it different from each other, but it is also very intriguing. All of it still storyline driven. All of it a lot of fun. So go check those guys out. Plus, he does a lot of other things. If you're into gardening, Jane, I'm looking at you. I'm looking at you, Jane. If you're into gardening, Blaise Radio has another show that he does on his channel about gardening. If you like basketball, just tons of stuff. Go over there. There's something for everybody. Oh, no, and I appreciate you, brother. Like, support you guys however I can. Because you guys, you know, that's kind of a thank you for you guys supporting me.
Representing the Syndicate from the Wasteland, weighing in at 273 pounds,
Max Fennig. Even though he represents the Syndicate, not quite representing the Syndicate in Wrestle Wars, but you know he's always representing the Syndicate. Kind of an interesting thing. We talked about Jay Savage and what Jay Savage was doing. Very interesting thing where he is moving around the puzzle pieces. Matter of fact, the Syndicate, one of the few that actually have 5 members. So Jay Savage choosing
from the edge of reality, weighing in at 232 pounds, the Dragon.
Hey, guys got to get paid, you know what I mean? So now Dragonuv, you know, starts his own wrestling school. We were talking about it, how, you know, you had a Sue Hart, you had the Hart Foundation doing their own school. Sue Hart passes away. Who's picking up the school? Haven't heard that. So Dragonuv has stepped up now doing his own school and bringing some of his own wrestlers, some of the wrestlers that we know. And I've got a feeling in the future, maybe some wrestlers that we don't, that will be produced from his school, maybe trying to kind of start his own legacy, start his own Hart Foundation as an example. Tonight, again, because there's so many people wrestling, we will be kind of speeding it up through some of the entrances. Not all of them, but some of them. Definitely in the 8-man, we've got to do something.
And representing the Bikers from Authority Megacorp HQ, weighing in at 382 pounds, the WCW Hardcore Champion, the Dog.
Digital Dog, you want to talk about a mouthful. You listen to what the announcer's saying. Digital, our current Hardcore Champion, really helpful. Like all the title holders, very helpful coming into Wrestle Wars because, again, the titles do matter. After the episode, we will tally up all the points from round 1. I will put that out in a post, so make sure you guys keep an eye out for that so we can see exactly who is what and how is who and how everything is going down.
And representing the 4 Horsemen from Montgomery, Alabama, weighing in at 240 pounds, the WCW World Heavyweight Champion, Bubba Boy.
So you look, you got the leader of a wrestling school in this. You got the WCW Heavyweight Champion. You got the Hardcore Champion. And that isn't even going to be it. There is so many people. Some of these matches are so intriguing, and I would love to say that, oh yeah, I booked the whole well, I did book the whole thing, but I set up the system to pick the matches, but I didn't pick the matches. I picked how every team would fight in round 1, and then it randomly picked who would be in what match. Yeah, get a little payback on Hogan for sure. The Horsemen and this Ravens flock, the Judgment Day, one of my favorite.
The Judgment Day from the bottomless pit, weighing in at 228 pounds, Raven.
Some of my favorite creations, especially on the Titantrons. I wish you could do more with the Titantrons, but it's very, very limited to what you can do. So making custom Titantrons not an easy thing. Well, you think about it though, Digital. Witcher started out with the look. I just had to tweak it a little bit. I just had to totesify it. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's the other thing. You saw the big round of retirements from older wrestlers. Now we still have Bret Hart, obviously Braun Strowman. Don't see a lot of Braun, though. We see Raven, who is an actual leader of a group. You see Hogan, Sting. But when are these guys going to also start to retire? Chris Jericho, Chris Benoit, but now instead of we had about 25 wrestlers, now we are down to less than 10.
And representing the NWO from Venice Beach, California, weighing in at 335 pounds, Hogan!
I'm going to tell you right now, if you guys are watching for the first time, you're watching this channel, you came across it, don't change the channel yet. Look at Hogan. We took Hogan and built this Hogan. He does not look like the Hogan, the ridiculously looking Hogan that is in the game. We changed the body style to how he really looked. The face, yeah, as good as we could get it. And then completely made his look. If Hulk Hogan is watching this right now, Hogan would be like, I wish I had Totes making up my outfits for me. Taking my ideas and then Totesifying it and making them better. Just saying. But look at this. You want to talk about some dream matchups. You got Hogan. You got Hogan, you got Goldberg in the same ring at the same time. Goldberg right now being a representative of the new blood, kind of one of their consultants, really the only consultant that we know about. But you got the WCW champion, you got the hardcore champion, you got the leader of the Judgment Day. Like, some crazy stuff going on in this match alone. So here we go. Remember, 1 point for a pin, 2 points for a submission, and 3 points for winning the match. Now, when you start looking at some of these matches, there are 8 people in the ring. So I often tell people, if I'm calling, like I'm talking about Blaise Radio, I would listen to what I'm saying, and I would have my eyes somewhere else watching a different part of the action. But look at this. Max Fennig got Hogan up on the ropes, kicks him back down to the ground. Digital sees where he's at. Goldberg understanding the power of Max Fennig, looking like he's wanting to put him out early. Blaise, wisely Blaise sitting over on the side right there, just kind of relaxing. Oh, Goldberg must have heard what we were saying and then decided that he better not do that. So now Blaise going up underneath, getting the sledgehammer, looking like he was going to take it after somebody else, but Goldberg catches him from behind. Digital now straight cleaning house. And look, he was trying to stay out of the way. Unable to do that, however. And now a lot of people back up on their feet. Remember, small little rivalry really between Bama and Hogan going on. Hogan got the best of him in a match, but now Bama looking like he's trying to avenge that. But realize Hogan is a lot bigger than I think people even understand. He is over 300 pounds, so still not easy. Digital getting after Blaise, getting after Dragonuv, and look at the disrespect. No matter what color Hogan's wearing, the disrespect coming from Hogan towards the WCW World Champion is on another level. Hogan leg dropping the arm, kind of a finishing move. Digital trying to hit him with the kendo stick. Bama finally rolling out of the ring. Blaise getting rolled into the ring. Check out that guy down on the lower left corner. Oh, they just moved up. The guy right there in the white t-shirt. He is into this match, I'm going to tell you what. And that could have been a huge thing. You saw Digital's head hit up against those steel steps. Raven now rolling up the leg of Blaise. And Blaise kicking out in one. Blaise kind of reminds me, he's almost like going to be our version of Brock Lesnar. And right now going through some stuff where just kind of getting off to a bit of a slow start, which happens. And that was the finisher. Is that going to do it for Max? 1, 2, 3. And Raven pins Max Finnick. But it was like the opposite when you look at Recon Delta. Right? Recon Delta off to a fast start all the way back in season 1 and then goes through like 3 seasons of not being able to do stuff and then rises to the level of being world champion and challenging for the Universal Championship. So ends up winning King of the Ring. So I'm just saying, Digital pins Goldberg. Digital Dogs just put out Goldberg. And I'm going to tell you what, in a match like this, you get a few pins in, you get a submission in, you get something like that in. Even if you don't win the match, you still did an amazing job for your faction, helping them gain points. So, 4 horsemen still in this thing. The Madness, Dragonuv, Raven, Blaise, Radio. All still in it. What is going on, Herbie? Welcome to the stream, brother. Rolls up the leg. 1 count. Look at Dragonuv trying to get in there. He's like, hey, let me get this in. What? Bama just took Digital Dog's finishing move and put it on him, but still thought he was trying to get after Raven. But does not, and then Raven gives him the old flippity-dippity, the old flippity-doo-dah. Blaise now going after Hogan, trying to put Hogan down. Raven has somebody. Has Dragonuv down. Bama intercepts Digital, splits him open underneath the mask. And Bama still trying to put Raven out on a submission. But Raven fights through it. Blaise again going for the pin. Digital telling Blaise to stop. Stop the madness. Bama now rolls up the leg. 1, 2. And only a 2 count. Look at that. That could be the end of Digital, but I don't think anybody realizes it. Hogan now hits Digital with the leg drop, rolls up the leg. 1, 2, 3. And Hogan eliminates Digital. Dragonuv eliminates Raven. Things are happening fast. Hogan eliminates Bama. Dragonuv trying to eliminate Hogan now. And it is down to Blaise Radio, Dragonuv, and Hulk Hogan. And that chair shot, that chair throw from behind just split open Dragonuv. And look at this, hook, line, and sinker on the outside of the ring, right on that chair. 2, 3, and the referee tapping that stop sign just to put a little stank on it. And now there are only 2. It is down to Blaise Radio, who is starting to really have a lot of blood coming from the old head. And Hulk Hogan. Oh, he's going to get Hogan up. Hook, line, and sinker. Keeps the leg hooked. And Blaise Radio comes out on top, pinning Hulk Hogan.
Here is your winner,
Blaise McCoy pinning. He told you at the top of the match somebody was about to get blazed, and somebody, in fact, did get blazed. So right there for the Madness, scoring 5 points for them as well. So crazy. Could this be the thing that starts to turn that around a little bit? Could this be the thing that gets Blaise Radio going on? I keep saying radio, but Blaise going on down the right path. About to find out. Herbie, along with Totes, is in the main event. But look at this. Kevin Nash coming back. Told you he signed a Legends deal, but coming back to help out the NWO. As of right now, the Giant, John Cena, and Hulk Hogan are the only real members of the NWO I know. But, you know, you still got the X-Pac who signed a Legend deal. You got Scott Hall signed to a Legend deal. You got Kevin Nash signed to a Legend deal who could come back and represent him. The old Blazer-Rooney. Yeah.
The following contest is a fatal 4-way tag team match. Introducing first, at a combined weight of 773 pounds, the Monster Eclipse.
773 pounds of man is walking into the ring right now. Those are some big boys. Yeah. Yes. So Monsters Eclipse with the Walters brothers now. Gonna be in this match alongside these guys coming out right now.
And their opponents, first at a combined weight of 545 pounds, the Maniacs.
That means that the Walters brothers outweigh these two by over 230 pounds. That's the size of another wrestler. Let that sink in for a second. Guys, I don't know where you guys are at in the world. I don't know what your time zones are. Don't even know all of your ages. But if you are of drinking legal age, Peach Crown, go try that out. Just straight. Just put some ice on it and then just drink it. You're welcome. Wait till you hear the size disparity of this.
At a combined weight of 455 pounds, the WCW World Tag Team Champions, the LWO.
So the WCW World Champions now coming into the ring, being outweighed by over 320 pounds. I mean, come on. The sheer size of these two other guys is on another level. Oh, this is going to be a big number, too.
Combined weight of 716 pounds. The Giant and Kevin Nash, the NWO.
So, like the next two biggest guys, 716 pounds to 775 pounds. That's 60 pounds, roughly. 60 pounds. That should just give you the idea. Like, I don't think the Giant in any match has ever been on the other side of being a lower weight. Period. You put a period at the end of that sentence. Until tonight in Wrestle War 1. This is an 8-man tag team elimination. Remember, 3 points going to the winner. 1 point per pin. 2 points per submission. But you got two of the greatest tag teams and then two of the largest tag teams in this match. You got the Maniacs. You got the LWO or the Hit Squad. You got the NWO and the Walters brothers. Like, this is... It's like almost every one of these matches is a dream match. Kevin Nash now going, trying to roll up Brutus. Brutus, though, not having it. Don't know what the Giant was doing over there in the corner, but whatever it was, Cecil's like, thank you. Walter's like, you're welcome, and then gives him a huge clothesline. Milkman now going, getting the kendo stick, getting in the ring, and who is he going to go after? Apparently nobody, but he delivers a kendo stick inside the match. And probably one of the few people that could do that to Nash, Wade War Walters, picks him up, smashes him back down. There's a lot of ring breaking people that could happen. The ring could absolutely break. What would you do? I would have to award anybody who could break the ring 10 points. It's an automatic 10er. You get a 10 spot if you can break the ring. NWO trying to figure out like which ones to go after. Who is going to fight what and how is going to be where. But look at Brutus picking up the Giant, and I am sure the Giant has not had like that issue in a long time. Now rolling up the leg again, only getting a 1 count. Brutus takes a baseball bat, throws it, hits one of the members of the Maniacs, and then try to get after the other one, but Milkman fighting his way through that, but it will be all for naught because Nash comes to, gets up. But now the Maniacs kind of getting it turned back around. Big knee to Brutus right on the chin. And look at Wade Ward Walters inside the ring with Kempty Watson. Now Wade setting up for his finishing move. Hits Kempty with it. Goes for the weird looking pin. And Kempty able to kick out. Remember, the smallest tag team in this thing is the WCW World Champions. And Kempty getting split open right there underneath the mask. And now you've got the hit squad. Whoa! Did you see that? Somebody just blew fire. Looked like in the face of Kevin Nash. And now the LWO, the hit squad, inside the ring trying to take out Wade Ward Walters. The referee just taking his time. And now Kempty going. This is his finisher. Grabs the legs. 2, 3. And Kempty pins Brutus. Which I'm sure a lot of people in that ring are probably happy about. Now Wade Ward Walters, the only one representing his faction left in this match. And look at this, Kempty on another level right now. Well, he was on another level, and then Wade tries to put an end to that, does. And Cecil saves after SC Jumpman. Kempty getting after Kevin Nash. Trying to get him separated a little bit, and Cecil was fighting both Maniacs. And now Milkman going for the pin. Look at that throw. Kevin Nash throws the chair, catches Milkman riding dirty, tells him to have a seat. Milkman is pissed. And Kempty again. Looking like he just got split open by Kevin Nash. Nash rolls him into the ring. Cecil trying to get back to his feet. Milkman not having it. And Jump looked like he was trying to fight for his life. But Wade Ward Walters really controlling the outside ring. That corner piece right there. Cecil now rolls up the leg. But the referee not even close to being in position. 1, 2, 3. And Wade Ward Walters pins Milkman. The Giant almost had Cecil in his famous choke slam, but Cecil finds a way to get out of it. Now trying to go after the Giant. Cecil setting up for it, but look, breathing hard. Is he going to be able to do it? Look at this. Cecil barely gets the Giant up, but does get him up, and Kevin Nash breaks it up, or that might have been the end. And then Cecil fights off Kevin Nash and breaks up the pin from SC Jumpman. And it's like everybody is starting to figure out that they should be going after the world champions, that maybe even though they're the smallest ones, maybe there's a reason why they're the world champs. Cecil taking it on the run like an REO Speedwagon song. Trying to get out of the way of the three of the big men that are in the ring. But finally the Giant catches up with them and now gets them, picks them up, and brings them back down. Kemp needing to break this up, finally comes to, realizes what's going on, and now trying to save his partner. And did just enough. Now gets after Kevin Nash. SC Jumpman probably should stay on Wade War Walters. Kemp now splits open Kevin Nash, and look at this. I don't know how Cecil's still walking. Taking on another big power move. 2. And that's almost a mistake. You look at SC Jumpman and Wade War Walters fighting right now. It is almost a mistake for those two guys to be taking each other out. They're the last two people on their team, and this is going to do it for Cecil. Oh, Kempy somehow, I didn't think he would make it, somehow got over and broke it up. And Wade War Walters eliminates Jumpman, but like I said, I don't think that was a smart move. Now Kempy eliminates the Giant. And so now it is down 1, 2, 3, and this is the problem right here. Now it is a 2-on-1. The LWO against Kevin Nash. Cecil pinning Wade War Walters. And now it's that 2-on-1. This is why they shouldn't have did it. They really should have. If I was SC Jumpman and Wade War Walters, I would have been going after a member of the LWO, a member of the NWO, getting one person out from every team. That is the strategy that has to go into this. But now you got to realize there's 8 wrestlers. They're all wrestling around in the chaos. Sometimes you don't even realize that your partner has been eliminated. So now the LWO just toying with Kevin Nash. Cecil telling him, take a look at my little friend. And Kevin Nash split open, bleeding. Oh, could this have been? Could that be? That was almost the mistake that he needed to happen, but he couldn't stay on top of it. And now Kempty throws him over to Cecil. And this is almost where, like, you got to back off a little bit if you're the Hit Squad. Let people take this on one at a time. Just like they're doing right now a little bit. Now rolls up the leg. 1, 2. And Kevin Nash, glutton for punishment. I say glutton for punishment, but Kempty just hit Cecil with the stairs. Cecil no-sold that stair shot, though. But, you know, at the end of the day, you look at the smallest tag team, there is a reason these two are the WCW World Tag Team Champions. And I think they keep getting underestimated, especially really because of their size. And then you look at some of these bigger teams. But look at Kevin Nash fighting back. And here we go. This is going to do it. He couldn't get him up very far, but got him up far enough. 2, 3. And Cecil Davis pins the big man to take home the win.
Here are your winners, the LWO.
So you look at that, like they get 3 for the win. 4, 5, 6, 7. Ends up scoring 7 points right there for the LWO. So crazy matches going on right now. We are about to see another one, another fatal 4-way match where we've got Chris Benoit, his new look. We got the Syndicate's Andrew Dubs. You got Robbo, newest member of the Judgment Day, and Brooklyn Joker, who just got to watch Blaise McCoy come out of a crazy 8-man match. Can Brooklyn Joker add on to that here right now?
The following is a fatal 4-way Falls Count Anywhere match. Making his way to the ring, representing the Hart Foundation, from Atlanta, Georgia, weighing in at 235 pounds, Chris.
Look at the state of this arena, though. Took a lot of little detailing things to get it. And not in just the arena, but with the entrances. Just a couple of fixes that we had to make.
First, representing the Judgment Day, from Wolverhampton, England, weighing in at 220 pounds, the Machine, Robbo.
Now, Robbo in his brand new look, making his way down to the ring. And I got to tell you, like, Robbo lost it a little bit, you know, when leaving the Horsemen, but look at this. Found a really good place to land. And quite the look he has got now moving forward. So, again, challenge Totes for the Universal $1 Million Championship. Did not come away with that, but can he use Wrestle Wars to start turning things around, start getting right back on track, start doing the things that made him the Universal World Champion? Oh. What is going on, Bray? Welcome to the stream. As for you, you're out of here. Like, I don't put up with any of that crap at all.
Japan, weighing in at 241 pounds, one half of the Universal World Heavyweights Tag Team Champions, Madman Andrew Dubs.
I mean, I do find it amusing that, thank you for coming in. Like, you think I'm big enough to do crap like that with, but yeah, not gonna fly. Really did not even know that. Patch 1.15 coming out today. That is what Bray the Boss says. Appreciate the news. That is big stuff. What are they doing in this patch? Do you know? Do you got the word on the street on what they're going to be doing in this patch? What kind of fixes may be incoming? Maybe some new ads. Have you heard anything like that? I obviously haven't. I didn't even know that patch 1.15 was coming out today. And here we go, the big man himself, Brooklyn Joker.
Representing the Madness from Brooklyn, New York, weighing in at 285 pounds, Brooks Lee, the Punisher.
But look at the size of Brooklyn. Holy Moses, Brooklyn now making his way down to the ring right now. Getting ready. We talked about it a little bit before, but Blaise coming up with a big win. Is Brooklyn going to be able to do the same here in this match? Something else I've considered round one, maybe even extending round one. I have to see what it looks like, but we might, because of what is on the line, there might be 2 parts to round one. We'll have to see. We'll have to see what happens. I want to see how the points play out at the end. Put all the points together. See if it is enough. Because I don't think it is. I think you almost need like 2 shots at round one. You need round one and round one. You know what I mean? Or maybe round one and round two, and then at the end of round two, nobody gets eliminated in round one. At the end of round two, we lose the four teams. We lose the 4 teams. I think that's probably how it is going to go. But I don't know. We just have to see how it plays out. Is it enough points? Was it enough things going on? But look at the size of this. Now, Brooklyn doesn't weigh as much as you might think he does. But definitely a big man immediately going after fellow purple wearer, Robbo. Look at this. Andrew Dubs immediately going, gets it flipped over by Benoit, flipped back over again and finally kicked out. But Benoit and Andrew Dubs getting after it here early on. Yeah, that's what I hope too. I watched something recently where, it is going to be 2K, which I'm fine with, but 2K is going to be the ones with this game for a minute. Oh, there it is, version 1.015 already sitting right there. So I am kind of glad that we got this show off before 1.15 because it would take me time to test out to see what's going on with it. But after this, I'll definitely be taking a peek to figure out what is going on. What do we need to do? How do we need to adjust the sliders? Look, at the end of the day, we are heavily detailed into the sliders of the game, of the gameplay, of the wrestlers. Like, there's a lot of things that go into this. All the way down to the individual wrestlers, like heavily involved in making all of this stuff come together. Yeah, and that's the other thing. Sometimes I wonder because it seems like that's what they say a lot. Oh, it's just general stability issues. And then you find out they did all these amazing things. Look, 1.14 broke some things, for sure. But there are things that they never talked about. If you look at the number of different animated reversals now, this game is on my console all the time, and I've never seen it. But they never say it. They never said anything about it. So, it's kind of crazy. Look at Dubs sitting over there. Chris Benoit telling him to come on. Robbo says, okay, well, I'll throw you over there then if that's what you guys are wanting to do. And now picks them up, brings them back down. And look at these two. It's like these two really want to square off. And it looks like Dubs and Brooklyn Joker taking advantage of the fact that for whatever reason, Chris Benoit and Robbo wanting to get after it. Which, if I was going to tell you guys a little secret, They're different face scans, but they are both of Chris Benoit. Maybe they noticed. They're like, whoa, you look like me. I got to fight you. But they always release a lot of things inside the patches that they never tell you about. Their patch notes are terrible, to be fair. Look at that. Chris Benoit. Remember, Chris Benoit has got the crippler crossface, so has an opportunity. Has a big opportunity to score more points. Oh! Flippity-doo on top of the noggin to you. Andrew Dubs going over that top rope. And Chris Benoit no-sells it. Robbo trying to get Joker to tap out. Joker, though, not having it. Fights through it. And there it is. No laughing matter. Now goes for the pin. And Joker pins Chris Benoit. Chris Benoit pins Robbo. Oh, I thought he was going for it again. But Benoit reverses that around. It looked like he was going again for the no laughing matter. Then runs up on Dubs. Dubs gets him down. And look at this. Dubs trying to score 2 points for his team. But Benoit fights through that as well. Joker back to his feet. These guys are like, look how big this guy is. Let's both get him at the same time. Maybe that'll work. Dubs throws one out of the way. Oh, gets Brooklyn. Picks him up. I don't even know how he was able to keep him up that long, but now rolls up the leg. 1, 2. Chris Benoit very proud of himself for throwing that chair and connecting with Andrew Dubs. Dubs still trying to fight through it. Hey, that's good though. It's good that we know what's going on now with the thing though, for sure. For sure, for sure. Two. And I thought we were going to get a 3 count right there. Brooklyn Joker looking like he's getting ready. Oh, thought he was setting up for it again. Thought he was setting up for the no laughing matter again. Does not. Andrew Dubs trying to control the ring. Joker was running at him. Thought he was going to get him that time. But look at Andrew Dubs controlling the outside of the ring again. Joker trying to get back to his feet. Dubs sees him coming. Jumps up. Gives him a little stunner. And I am waiting for it to run out. Like it is about to run out right now. Chris Benoit looking at him here. Oh, look at that. Hits the back of his head right on the steel steps and then runs him again into the wall. Rolls him up. Brooklyn wanting to get involved in the action. Accidentally breaks up that pin. Puts the old power slam. The old power bomb right onto Chris Benoit. And look at all this stuff. It's like no good deed ever goes unpunished. Ever. One guy saves another guy who does something to another guy. Chris Benoit just sitting in the ring looking on. Brooklyn kicking out in 2. Dubs slowly getting back up to his feet, but sees Chris Benoit. Huge punch. Turns back around. Thought he was going to go for the pin. Doesn't. Throws Brooklyn again out of the way. Benoit now trying to fight through it. Brooklyn saying, hey, don't throw me in the ring. And here it is. Is Andrew Dubs going to tap out? Can Chris Benoit pick up 2 points? Does not. Thought he was going to go for the pin, but Brooklyn sitting there with a chair shot. Top of the noggin to you. And Benoit fighting to get back to his feet, but just can't. Look at Dubs. Dubs is just out. Oh, you didn't know? Your ass better call somebody. I am telling you right now, it looks like Andrew Dubs out on his feet. Arms laid out to the side. Brooklyn then goes to take it off the top rope. Figures he's going to hit Dubs. And Dubs gets out of the way. Now, don't get me wrong. A lot has transpired since then. But Brooklyn trying to recover. Oh, look at this sneaky little pin. And here we go again. This might be it. We don't see a lot of submissions coming from Andrew Dubs, but realizing that they're worth 2 points. Maybe he's trying to get that on. Brooklyn Joker now takes him, picks him up over his head, throws him down on that diamond plating. Referee right in position. And Joker now pins Andrew Dubs, so now down to the last 2 competitors in this match. Joker right on top of him. Looks like he might not have got all his reps in at the gym this morning, so using Chris Benoit to kind of do a few things, and it looked like he was going for it again, the no laughing matter, but does not. And now look at the state of this. Chris Benoit, you can see the look on his face. This move has got to be hurting him as well. His lower back now has got to be shot. Rolls him up on the diamond plated. And that isn't going to do it for Brooklyn Joker. Brooklyn grabbing his head. Chris Benoit now setting up for something. Takes him, throws him back into the ring. Is he going to try to put the crossface on him? Well, if he was going to try or not going to try, it doesn't matter now. Joker getting the upper hand. Picks him up. Big boot, and that typically sets it up, but is he even going to need it? 1, 2, 3, and Joker pins all 3 competitors, scoring his team 6 points.
Here is your winner, Brooks Lane, the Punisher.
It's funny, you look at some of this stuff. But you look at some of the stuff, and sometimes it is just as important on the pins that you're scoring, but the points that you're keeping away from the other teams as well. Like in that match, no other team even scored points. Brooklyn Joker walking away with 6 of them. So huge right now, looking like the team of Blaise McCoy and Brooklyn Joker, like they will be moving on at the rate things are going.
The following contest is a fatal 4-way Falls Count Anywhere match. Making his way to the ring, representing the 4 Horsemen from the nearest nightclub, weighing in at 304 pounds, the WCW World Television Champion, Rowdy.
The devil whispered, "I'm coming for you." I whispered back, "Bring pizza." That's what the back of Rowdy's jacket says. But Rowdy, current television champion, really kind of a lot of pressure right now. The Horsemen so far not have scoring any points. So Rowdy really needing to score some points here. Or the Horsemen could, their very existence could be threatened. Robert Kemp, haven't seen a lot of him, but the man known as the Psycho now making his way down to the ring. Really like this guy's model, how it all came out.
And his opponent, first representing the new foundation from your darkest fears, weighing in at 238 pounds, Robert the Psycho Kemp. Haven't seen Robert in the chat or even in the comment section for a while. Hope everything is going good with him. Haven't seen Angel either. Angel, it's been a minute. Angel going through some life-changing stuff. Hopefully everything with him is going good as well. And from Port-au-Prince, Haiti, weighing in at 266 pounds, Black Hart.
So Black Hart, former multiple-time WCW World Champion, kind of got off track there a little bit, but lately looks like he's getting back on track and building his way back, maybe towards another title run. Maybe not the world title right away, but building himself back up towards that end.
Representing the LWO from Redburn, Alabama, weighing in at 204 pounds, the WCW Underground Impact Champion, the innovator, Chris El Jefe Ray.
So people in the back messing up the Titantron a little bit, but Chris Ray no longer a member of the New World Order, but a member of the LWO. Looking like at one point the LWO was going to disband, but instead, not disbanding, and getting Chris Ray from the LWO once it was made official that only former wrestlers with experience could be in the NWO. And then we saw a lot of those guys leaving. So that's another thing. As people retire and as stuff, will they actually pass the torch again, or will the NWO die with Hulk Hogan? It could. Something we're going to have to keep an eye on. But here we go. Another four-way match. And keep an eye on, like, you can watch Chris Ray and Robert Kemp, these two, do some moves that you just don't see a lot of. And then you look at the Psycho, like, taking it off that second rope right there. Not many people of his size. He's not a huge wrestler, but not many people of his height do that. Now you're looking at a current television champion and a former world champion going at it with Rowdy and Black Hart. But you look at the other guys, like, it's just, they just do moves we don't see a whole lot of. Right now, the world champ looking like he was getting the better, but it has been back and forth. Rowdy now starting to make his inroads, but Kemp, he has been the only one making any inroads in the match with Chris Ray. So there is that, and I think Robert Kemp thought he was going to get up on Rowdy, but look, Rowdy being the enforcer of the Horsemen, hard to sneak up on him, but look at this, Mr. Sneakity Diggity snuck on him anyway. But Rowdy not having it now. Robert rolling up the leg, or rolling over the chin, really. And that's part of the problem. You look at Kemp, doesn't have a lot of size, but does have a lot of height and has some speed. And that's just like Blackheart. You look at Blackheart, doesn't have the size and or has the speed, but doesn't have the size and the height, but does have that speed, but wrestles a lot with a lot more power than you think he's got. And look at that, clearing out the ring, grabbing the chair now. Wasn't quite fast enough on that, but Chris Ray trying to get his match turned back around. Chris Ray, one of the WCW Special Series title holders, holds the 10-man Royal Rumble belt. And Rowdy, after that big power bomb into the side, rolls up the leg. Referee all kinds of out of position. Like he's not even close. Like right now, the referee should be in between the two of them. Like instead of being in that corner, should be in the corner closer over here. Chris now setting up for his finisher. Hits him with it now, goes, rolls up the leg. 1, 2, 3. And Chris Ray ends up pinning Blackheart, which I gotta be honest, that is a little bit shocking seeing how the way the match was going. Rowdy now trying to get after Chris Ray, ends up getting thrown in the ring, but look at this. Chris now puts him in some kind of like tarantula move. The Psycho, however, fighting out of it. Rowdy taking his time getting up, which isn't a bad call. I would let these guys kind of duke it out a little bit, maybe. Maybe pick your spot, and he does just that. Chris again getting him, but look at this. Wrong place, wrong time. Rowdy now picking up the Psycho, brings him right back down, grabs his leg. 1, 2. And gets a 2 count, but Chris Ray, El Jefe himself, picks up that kendo stick, then throws Rowdy into the side. And a huge clothesline from Rowdy right there. The Psycho's down, but he rolls up the leg of Chris Ray. Chris kicking out into... These guys being around our announce booth making me a little bit nervous. Like, what are they going to do? Rowdy trying to prove that no good deed goes unpunished. Finally backs off, goes, gets a chair. And Chris Ray probably thought that was going to take him off his feet. It does not. Rowdy goes to swing, but Robert Kemp gets out of the way, rolls him over. Chris then goes in, ends up saving Rowdy. Huge clothesline. Rowdy tries to hit Chris, backs up though. And that's probably, there was a little glitch thing that happened there, but that's probably one of the things that it'll fix. I am hoping. Like one of the unspoken fixes of patch 1.15. Little reverse neckbreaker. Robert now getting back to his feet. Chris going underneath the ring, getting a baseball bat, throws, hits Rowdy, but look at this. Rowdy does not get knocked off his feet. Instead, gets him, throws him into the side of those steel steps. And now the two of them having some words back and forth. And the Psycho hitting everybody, ends up breaking the kendo stick over Rowdy. 1, 2. And Rowdy kicking out in 2. Chris right back on the Psycho. And here he goes. It is his finisher. Rowdy gets him out of the way. And is he going to steal a point right here? 1, 2, 3. And Rowdy, in a crazy move, ends up stealing the point back away from Chris Ray. Ray puts the Psycho in his finisher. Rowdy then grabs Chris from behind, throws him into the ring, and then goes and takes the pin for himself. Ingenious. Rowdy now trying to stay in control of this match, trying to control the pacing, though. They have gone back and forth they continue to go, but so far, Rowdy has been able to stay on top of it. And you got to believe that it is coming soon, and Rowdy does have his own submission hold. We haven't seen it come out yet, but sometimes on the outside of the ring, we will see it. If he gets a chance, will he put Chris Ray in the Rowdy recliner? We won't know, because Chris Ray taking a sledgehammer to Rowdy now, rolls up the leg. Can Rowdy kick out? 2. And Chris can't even believe the resiliency Rowdy is showing right now. Finally gets him, throws him into those steel steps again, going after the lower back of Rowdy. Can Rowdy get it turned back around? Or can Chris find a way to finish this match off? Rowdy now gets it turned back around, but is he going to use it? Looking over to the ref, letting him know, hey, watch this. Watch my moves, watch my grooves. And right now, you would think would be the perfect time to try to put him in the Rowdy recliner. And it looks like he's going to work on that, on like the midsection of Chris, which is exactly what the Rowdy recliner attacks. Oh, that is a big slam, and he picks him up again. And another big slam. Goes now, rolls up the leg. This might be it. 2, 3, and Rowdy comes away with the victory and a pin for the Horseman.
Here is your winner, Rowdy.
But what a crazy match that is. That is the first time we have really seen somebody kind of steal the points away from the other team. Chris Ray again puts the Psycho in his finishing move, and then before he can pin him, Rowdy grabs him from behind, throws him into the ring, steals the point from him, and then goes on to win. So now, instead of losing and getting 0 points, he ends up walking away with a solid 5 points. So, hats off, Rowdy, understanding the situation of what is going on and maximizing what he could maximize. Now, here comes the second of our 2 8-man matches. Again, it's going to be a long episode. Wrestle War Round 1 has not disappointed as of yet, but we will probably be cutting short some of the entrances. I love this arena. Love it. Love the look of it.
The following is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring, representing the Syndicate from Elysian Fields, weighing in at 252 pounds, the Ring of Men's All-Star Champion, Recto Dalton.
Recon Delta coming off his King of the Ring victory. Cheyenne Davis, also the Queen of the Ring. Those two, congratulations go out to them. But the Syndicate really grabbing onto some power right there. Having the Universal Tag Champions and also having the King of the Ring all in the same deal. Kind of crazy. And if it's the Firefly Funhouse saying, "Let me in," it can only mean one thing. It's got to be the Fiend. The Fiend's so wide, he's got to walk a little bit sideways like that to get through doors, you know what I mean? We would be here all day watching the Fiend's entrance. But the Fiend, the leader of Monsters Eclipse, you know, they're having a pretty good go of it as well.
And representing D-Generation X from Harlingen, Texas, weighing in at 205 pounds, Coyote Camera.
So we talked about the great move put on by Rowdy. Coyote Cam also losing a match, losing one of the Wrestle War matches, absolutely getting dominated, and then finds a way right at the end, finds a way to cause a count out, win the match, and at least, even though he didn't get credit for a pin or for a submission or a knockout, at least picking up the 3 points for the win for D-Generation X. Another just crazy move that no way we could have even seen coming. You look at the level of detail in all of our created wrestlers.
From London, England, weighing in at 311 pounds, the unrelenting GCRock.
Look at that scene right there. That is a very cool look. Now, Cody Rhodes, we know right now Cody Rhodes, CM Punk, Braun Breaker, all going to make their way back to the WWE, but stuck around to fight in Wrestle War. So you want to talk about your ultimate spoiler team, the team of CM Punk, Cody Rhodes, Braun Breaker, and Booker T, kind of your ultimate spoilers.
Georgia, weighing in at 220 pounds, the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes.
And quite honestly, that would be the team. If I was any team in the WCW, I'd want to get out first. All those title shots will be wasted because they will not get those title shots after Wrestle Wars. Those three go on. Booker T signed a Legends deal so he can wrestle either way. But still, your legend wrestlers don't typically wrestle for title belts. So doesn't do anybody on that team any good. But Cody Rhodes, CM Punk, Braun Breaker, Booker T, all wanting to prove that that WCW is lucky they're not a real team, not a real faction, because they would dominate what is going on.
Representing the Hart Foundation from Calgary, Alberta, Canada, weighing in at 235 pounds, Bret the Hitman Hart.
Bret Hart, too, winning his, so putting up some points for the Hart Foundation. Somebody better call the fire department. That is a lot of pyro.
And representing the LWO from San Juan, Puerto Rico, weighing in at 239 pounds, Archangel Angel.
So just talked about Angel. I haven't seen him in a hot minute in the comments section, but we have seen him here as a wrestler. So again, he's another one trying to get things turned back around. And it very well looks like if you guys haven't noticed, we have tweaked a few of the wrestlers. Angel's one of them. Digital Dogs is another one of them. And so far, looks like it has been working. So we will continue to keep our eye on that. And this is what I mean by the sliders. Like really mastercrafting the sliders for not just Universe Mode, but for the individual wrestlers, their individual personalities.
From Venice Beach, California, weighing in at 259 pounds, the Icon.
And that's the crazy thing. None of these guys, none of our wrestlers have the same personalities. And I don't control them. So it's not a thing. It's the computer controlling them. The only thing we can control then is the sliders. The AI sliders, the in-game sliders, the how things work, and really paying acute attention to everything that is going on with those things to bring you the product that these guys bring you. I just turn off the announcers, announce it, and we watch it together. But Sting trying to get things turned back around as well. So you look at the likes of Bret Hart, The Fiend, Sting, Cody Rhodes. And once again, right back in to the final 8-man match this evening. We're going to see, we still have 3 more. We have 1 more 4-way and 3 more 8-man tag matches. So still a lot of action left to go here. And then I will tally it out, and sometime today I will get the point totals out for what is going on in Wrestling Wars, and we will determine exactly when, or if we will extend like round 1. We'll call it round 2, but maybe we don't eliminate anybody till after round 2. A lot on the line. We just need to see what it looks like, and if everybody had enough shots. I don't want somebody to think like, okay, the Horsemen, they end up losing and having to disband, that somehow they didn't have a fair shot. But we will count up all the points and see how it goes at the end. GCRock starting to control some stuff that is going on. And look at the state of this. You look at The Fiend, you look at Recon Delta. They look somewhat similar, and now both of them trying to double team Bret Hart. Bret Hart, though, fighting back. Sting on the outside, understanding what Cody Rhodes is going to represent at the end of the day. Now, Cody Rhodes helps us get the WCW 2.0 off the ground, up and running. But right now, not exactly a member of the family, if you know what I mean. We know that him, CM Punk, Braun Breaker, all moving on, all going back to the WWE, all letting the WCW try to stand on its own. And so far, they have the talent to do it, and they have been doing it. So that's why all 3 of them are like, hey, we're ready to go back and do what they were trying to accomplish in their careers in the WWE. GCRock really kind of dominating some stuff. The Fiend taking notice and now trying to dominate GCRock a little bit. You want to talk about some iconic matches too. Bret Hart and Sting going after it. The Scorpion Deathlock and the Sharpshooter on display. So you know those two. The Fiend has got that claw where he can possibly get some points for submission. But again, we've only seen one submission hold. One person used submission to pick up the 2 points. So, but that's why I made it worth 2 points. It's not a thing that we normally see. So then we want to make sure that, you know, if it's not a normal thing, that, you know, maybe it gets a little more reward than the things that we always see. Cody Rhodes, though, look at him starting to take control of some other things that are going on, starting to get after some people, trying to score some points. Coyote Cam rolling out of the ring. Cody rolling up the leg, but Angel kicking out in one. You know, one of the things that I noticed with Angel's thing was he taunted way too much. Like, there's a reason to taunt in the game. I brought this up. There is a reason, but there's also a reason to do it too much. And Angel, I think that's what was costing him some matches. So we found a way to tune that down. And that's exactly what we're doing. Sting now, look, you know, you'd almost think that these two would get after it like they typically do. Bret Hart, though, rolling out of the ring, and now Sting going after splitting open GCRock, but look at that Delta variant put on Sting. And nobody pinning Sting. That could have been it right there for Sting. But nobody pinning him. And look at the state of the Fiend. Doing the little crazy walkity over to Cameron. Nobody breaking that up. I'd be kind of scared to break it up myself. And a big boot by GCRock. Sting rolling out of the ring. Bret Hart looking like he's trying to get back after him. Recon going after Sting. Sting waiting in the wings for him. Cody Rhodes getting out of the way. Haven't even seen that animation. And look at that. The crossroads rolls up the leg. 1, 2. Did somebody just break that up? This is going to be highly disappointing if it's the wrong match, as I changed all of them to make sure this wouldn't happen. However, as long as this is gone, it is going to be what it is. But if it is one pin wins it, then you want to talk about with great risk comes great reward. 7 pins and 3, it'll be a 10-point match. If it's a 1 pin and done, whoever does the pinning will get 10 points. That's how it's going to go. Call that all the marbles. Look at that! Huge! Huge frog splash off the top. Then goes after Cody, goes after Angel, just passing out shots with the sledgehammer. And if those shots weren't enough, try to go get the Fiend. Fiend sees him coming, though, and look at this. Somehow GCRock gets caught up, but Bret Hart stalking Sting. Sting, though, sees him coming, but it doesn't matter what he sees. Bret Hart still stops that. Now Sting ducks it, picks him up. Thought he was going to go for the submission hold, but does not. Matter of fact, you want to make it worse. If it's a one and done and somebody does a submission hold, that'll be 14 and 3. That'll be 17. Sting now attacking GCRock. Angel sees Cameron. And here it is. Yeah, this is going to be, like, I don't understand why the game did this. It's so disappointing. So it's going to be a one and done pin thing. Otherwise, nobody would be trying to break it up, and 100% of the time they've tried to break up the pins. Sting now rolls them up. 1, 2, 3. And Sting will bring home 10 points for his team.
Here's your winner, the Icon.
Sting bringing home the 10 points for his team. Match wasn't supposed to go down like that, but sometimes you got to roll with the punches. So down right now, we've got, again, 2 more 8-man tag matches. We've checked those matches out. I'm not convinced this one's right. So we'll make sure that that's right, because it did not line up and say the same thing that the other said. You know, I think when we went in and we fixed the whatever, that's what changed things with that. So, but regardless of all of that, here we go. We're going to see the Syndicate, the New Blood, a WCW team, and the Judgment Day all in an 8-man tag here right now. Yeah, the game's in like the do what you want to do army. Hey, but that's okay. Sometimes you got to roll with it. Great risk, great rewards, you know what I mean? Guys, we haven't even said it yet, but make sure you drop a like on the video, subscribe if you're new, turn on the bell notification so you don't miss any time we go live, share the video. Sharing the video goes a long way, really helps out the channel. It's what lets YouTube know they're like, man, the content's got to be so good that they're sharing it. But here we go, New Blood making their way down to the ring. Haven't got to see a lot of A.Lee here in a minute, but get to see him here tonight along with the current light heavyweight champion, Agent Destin.
Is a fatal four-way tag team match. Introducing first, at a combined weight of 422 pounds, the WCW Light Heavyweight Champions, the New Foundation. From Blackpool, England, weighing in at 228 pounds, Dangerous Dave.
That is quite some timing on some things right there with Dave, but Dave making his way down to the ring, him and Father Time coming in separate, not really a part of a faction, but trying to be a spoiler for some of these factions and take some of the title shots that they could get and force a team to be eliminated from the faction. So WCW's got a lot of stuff on the line here as well. So these WCW teams that aren't true factions really out trying to spoil some stuff. But Daddy T now, Father Time, making his way down to the ring. Haven't seen a lot of Daddy T, but when we see him, starts dominating stuff, starts, building the momentum. We look at like a wrestler like him and Strudel, and both of them really kind of the same thing, where we could probably start seeing a lot more of both of these wrestlers here in the near future. And that, I believe, is why Eric Bischoff kind of forced the hand of some of the wrestlers to either retire, go back to the WWE, or sign legend deals. So the legend deal wrestlers, we can still see them in the future. We're just not going to see as much of them. So that takes away less spots from you. And also created 10 more spots in our universe mode for outside people to come in. So we look at a wrestler like Repentia. She just made her debut the other night. But we'll be able to see more of her and build up that women's division.
The Universal World Heavyweight Tag Team Champions, the Syndicate.
The Syndicate now making their way down to the ring. Not typically the tag team, but Jay Savage lining up these wrestlers to wrestle the way he believes will be the best for them to score as many points as they can moving forward. So Zach Hamilton and Vipero tonight getting a chance to tag up. And see, that's what Hogan was supposed to come out in his NWO outfit. Zach Hamilton in his Syndicate outfit. But I think that's the other thing. When we had to go switch over some stuff and double check on one of the matches, it messed up some of the outfits of the wrestlers. But doesn't matter. They're still the wrestlers and still looking to pick up these wins here in Wrestle War 1. And JP squared. Jake Plague and JP.
At a combined weight of 421 pounds, the Judgment Day.
You know, I've actually got a slightly different version of JP, and I like it a lot, to be fair. JP had brought up something and stuff that we might start seeing a little bit more of here moving forward. Just have to keep an eye on that, but doesn't look like it's happened here tonight. So definitely want to keep an eye on the stuff that goes on with JP. Very interesting things indeed. But you saw JP when JP left the Bikers, was kind of on a downward slope. Still a little bit on a downward slope here, even with the Judgment Day. So trying to get that turned back around. You know when it does. JP, very dangerous wrestler, can beat anybody in the WCW. So stuff to keep an eye on. Destin and JP going after it immediately. Father Time, JP lining up. Zach Hamilton, Dave, Vipero, A.Lee. Oh, getting after it as well. Aaron now taken by Vipero, throws him out of the ring. And it looks like there might be a clear way for him to go. Dives through and knocks him back into our announce table right there. Both wrestlers a little bit slow to get up. But the new blood really having a lot, especially since a lot of success, especially since Goldberg has come over to try, like, basically consult with them a little bit. Now, Goldberg not having the best showing here tonight, but still helping these wrestlers bring it to another level. Dave, another one we haven't seen a lot of. But look at that. A.Lee drops Dave right on the back of that chair. JP gets knocked on the back of his head. Zach Hamilton going after Jake Plague inside the arena. And you would think Father Time versus the Plague, you know what I mean, would be a thing. And now Father Time rolling up the leg of Zach. And Zach Hamilton getting back out of the ring now, going after JP. A.Lee after JP, and now Agent Destin and Zach Hamilton. And you would think that those two wrestlers probably got a date with each other. Coming up, there's going to be a match. Probably light heavyweight title will be on the line when those two meet in the ring. But you look at some of the other things like Dave wrestling right now, probably trying to get his name back into that. Back into some title talks. And so matches like this, when you watch them, could go a long way for that to happen. Now, yeah, you win, but I mean, even just doing well in these matches could help you in the long run earn some of these title shots that are coming up. And I told you this was going to be a longer episode. We probably still have quite a bit of time left because we still have this 8-man match, another 4-man match, and 2 other 8-man matches. So right now, this is about the length of our normal episode, but we are in overtime right now. And that's what took me a little bit of time before we do that. Look at that, Agent Destin just mocking Zach right now, saying, look, I am the light heavyweight champion, and here is why. Zach, though, whether he appreciated it or did not appreciate it, he is not having it. Agent Destin staying in control, but look at this. Vipero picks him up, a huge slam. Vipero taking down JP, and now taking down Agent Destin as well. Zach trying to get in control of that, but look at this. Destin fights through it and stays in control of that. Rolls up the leg of Plague. And Vipero pins Jake Plague. I'm going to tell you what, Plague's another one. He gets on a roll. Oh, watch out, WCW. There's just a few of the wrestlers that are out there that you can tell once they get rolling. It's gonna Zach Hamilton. It's another one. If he gets rolling, gonna be some issues. Oh, look at this. Aaron Lee takes Father Time, puts that trash can down, smashes his head off of it, then picks it up, throws it at him again, and hits him. Aaron Lee is another one. I think Aaron Lee has got the potential, and I mean sooner than later, to maybe challenge for the world title. If you watch his matches, he can dominate some matches. Vipero 1, 2. And Dave getting over there to break that up. Huge. That is a huge clothesline by Father Time, who now picks up the kendo stick, but much to the chagrin of his own noggin, because Zach Hamilton's there to knock him back down. Dave now going after the light heavyweight champ, maybe trying to show you that he deserves a shot at the title. And JP getting a 2 count there. Look at this. Back and forth, all of them go. Where all of them stop, nobody could even know. Now rolls up the leg. 1. Yeah, I can see Father Time versus Jake Plague. And it makes sense. Oh, somebody just got split open. Zach Hamilton now rolls up the leg of Dave. Dave kicks out in 1. Aaron Lee staying on Dave. JP staying on Zach. But Zach in the way just long enough now for Vipero to go after JP. Goes downstairs, hits him right in the old peaches. JP not happy about it, tries to fight back, does fight back, but then gets picked up. Huge choke slam, rolls him up. And Destin pins Father Time. Vipero getting after everybody with the sledgehammer. 1, 2, 3. Vipero pins Destin. Lee pins JP. And here we go. Vipero has got Dave in the constrictor. Is Dave going to tap out? No, fights through it. So you've got Aaron Lee. And this is the part. Now we're down to the part that matters. Dave, can he get the pin? No, Vipero kicks out, but you got one member of one team, one member of another team, and then a complete team together. But these guys are fighting it the way they should fight it. Dave now hits Vipero with the twisted tango. Is that going to be it for Vipero? 1, 2. And Vipero kicks out of the twisted tango. Aaron Lee over on the other side. Now, this is not what they want to do. This is a bad move right there. They don't need to be fighting it. They don't need to be fighting each other, because if you win, if you get a point off of this, you still don't win. They have got to find, between Aaron Lee and Dave, have got to find a way to take out one of the two members. They got to find a way to take out either Zach Hamilton or Vipero. If Vipero, Zach Hamilton, or one of them gets a pin on one of the other guys, again, all over but the crying, because now you're going to have one team versus one person. But look at this, Vipero hitting him with the sledgehammer. 1, 2, 3. And they made that mistake right there. Vipero, though, getting the pin on Dave. And now Aaron Lee has got to face both members of the Syndicate. Right there, had like this brief opportunity. And again, you're looking at these guys. They aren't typically a tag team, so you see them, they kind of start getting in the way of each other, and we're going to kind of see that a little bit. Aaron Lee now goes up, and what in the holy hell was that? Both men hit Aaron Lee with a top rope and a through the ropes maneuver. Vipero gets the guitar. Is he going to find a way to hit Zach Hamilton with it? He doesn't. But now, can he get the pin on Aaron Lee? Rolls up the leg. And only a 2 count. Zach Hamilton right there to stay on top of it. And this is one of those things where, oh, Aaron Lee's got a shot. He's got him broken up right now. Can he control what is going on? No. Zach sees what was happening and immediately gets it turned back around. Zach brings it up to the top rope. And this is where, like, are they going to take the opportunity to score an extra point, or will they just walk out of here with a pin? And they walk out of there with a pin, but you look at what just happened right there. The Syndicate ends up scoring themselves 6 points right there in the one match. Zach Hamilton and Vipero bringing it home for the Syndicate. So down to the final 3 matches. We still have 2 8-man tag team matches, but here is the final fatal 4-way match where you got Bobby O, a member of the Dragonuv team. You got Damien, a member of Sting's team, Kedri, a member of the Bikers, and then CM Punk, who we know is going to be going back to the WWE. This is one of those guys. If I was 3 of these wrestlers, I would try to get CM Punk out first.
The following contest is a fatal 4-way count anywhere match. Making his way to the ring from Chicago, Illinois, weighing in
Yeah, when you look at there being 8 people in it, that was, I mean, that's a pretty quick match.
First, representing the Bikers from Dublin, Ireland, weighing in at 249 pounds, the Psycho
So Kedry now making his way down to the ring too, representing the Bikers. Can the Bikers continue on doing what they're doing and pick up some points? Boy, you look at some freaky entrances. You talk about the Fiend. Well, this one.
from the old country, weighing in at 337 pounds, Damien!
This one might be rivaling that one as well. Damien now making his way down to the ring, the son of the Undertaker, but right now representing Team Sting. And you know the Cult of Personality would be playing right now for CM Punk making his way down to the ring. You know, it's funny, you look at just the history. Where could CM Punk have gone and been and did had he stayed?
From Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 218 pounds, CM Punk!
Had he stayed, you know what I mean? Like, it's crazy. Absolutely crazy. Some of the what could have beens, and not just with him, but with some other wrestlers as well. But none of that matters here tonight. Bobby O, Damien, Kedry, and CM Punk getting ready to face it off in the ring in our last 4-way match of this evening. Not the final match. We still have 2 matches after this, but who is going to walk away with points here tonight? And Kedry going after, understanding kind of what's on the line. The 2 bigger guys, Bobby O and Damien, going after it. Kedry and CM Punk going after it. And I was going to say, you just kind of wonder how long it would take for these guys to kind of switch up. Or are they going to stick with it a little bit? Bobby O looking to switch it up. And I think CM Punk is going to be the recipient of the switch up. Looked like there for a second it might have been Kedry, but really Bobby O could be the recipient of that. But now look at this, CM Punk fighting through it. Kedry and Damien on the outside of the ring. Kedry, another one, starting to make that slow climb, that slow comeback, kind of getting things turned back around. At first, did not look like maybe making the move to the Bikers was going to be in his best interest. But now, starting to look exactly like that was the move that he needed to make. Goes, rolls up the leg, not even going to be a 1 count. And that is a huge freight train, chugga chugga choo choo, coming through. Big boot right across the face of CM Punk, who is sitting over in the corner. And look at this. The more CM Punk tries to get after him, the less he can. And now Bobby O switching it back up, now taking on Kedry. Rolls up the leg. 1. CM Punk and Damien, and now all the wrestlers having a shot at fighting each other. That's a big backbreaker right there. But Bobby O right now staying in control of the match for the most part, like controlling the stuff. So you look at like different wrestlers, a few different wrestlers we know right now have gone through the Dragonuv School of Wrestling, Bobby O being one of them, and you can see that Bobby O being in that match, Bobby O doing the things that he's been doing, it is starting to pay off and starting to control the match or matches that he has been in a lot more. Really kind of paying a lot closer attention to the pacing. And look at that! Damien grabs the baseball bat. Kedry knocks it out of his hand and then takes him face first. Bat laying on the ground, but takes him face first into that baseball bat. And that is going to cause damage all by himself. Now picking up the baseball bat, trying to get after Damien, but Bobby breaks that up. CM Punk and Damien back at wrestling. You can see CM Punk split open. And Kedry now trying to fight through Damien, trying to stay in control, but Damien wanting a piece of Kedry because Kedry absolutely getting the better of Damien. And now just like a piñata, just like a ping pong match, going back and forth. And CM Punk, you know CM Punk's got the most experience in the ring right now. CM Punk trying to take advantage of that experience. Bobby getting a 2 count, and look at that, Lucille making her appearance for the first time here tonight. Barbed wire baseball bat. Things are fixing to get real in this match. And I'm shocked nobody has really gone after it. And that might, thought that was going to do it for CM Punk. Maybe it does. Look at this. Bobby puts his finisher on him. Damien throws him out of the ring. And then Damien tries to go after the pin. He must have been watching what Rowdy did earlier in the night. CM Punk letting him know he doesn't appreciate it. And turns it back around. Gets Damien out of the ring. Kedry going after CM Punk, but he noticed that. Look at this. Rolls him up. 1, 2, 3. And Kedry gets a sneaky pin on CM Punk. But that is exactly what these WCW wrestlers needed to do. Get out the guys that are leaving to the WWE. And now the points being scored will all go to WCW wrestlers. So very smart move made right there. Kedry getting hit with the baseball bat not once, but twice, but not 3 times a lady. 1 count. But Bobby goes to tell Damien to stop. And Damien hits him with the back elbow. Damien was controlling what was going on in the match. Bobby rolls out of the ring. Kedry misses him with a boot. And now Damien throws him down on top of that stop sign. Goes after the barbed wire baseball bat. And now that is 2, 3. And finally, Bobby breaks that up. But is he going to go for the pin right here? No, goes after the kendo stick. And now goes for the pin. Is he going to score a point right here? No, Kedry kicking out in 1. You know those bikers, very tough. Bobby setting up for it. Was setting up for the finishing move, but look at this. Kedry. We have never seen that before. Kedry put on the brass knucks, went to hit Bobby. Bobby ducked it and stayed out of the way of that. What a crazy exchange of stuff that was going on right there. Never seen a reversal for the brass knucks, but we saw it right there. Then a huge jumping clothesline. Bobby getting out of the way, going after something here underneath the mat. Goes after a sledgehammer, hits Kedry with it. And continues to work on the midsection, but takes a second jumping clothesline from Damien. Damien now grabs Bobby, throws him into the ropes, gives him a hip toss, goes after Kedry. But Bobby back up to his feet. Don't think Damien was expecting that. Puts him into the ropes. What is this? What is this? Now rolls up the leg. And gets only a 1 count. Oh, look at that little rockabye baby, little lullaby he was showing Kedry. Moving slow, but now picks up that sledgehammer, getting right back after Kedry. Goes, rolls him up. 1, 2, 3. And Bobby O scores the pinfall against Kedry. Tries to be aggressive, B-E-A aggressive. And then B-E-A aggressive. There we go. Ends up breaking the kendo stick now over Damien. But Damien still kicking it out in 1. So it's looking like more and more this Dragonuv School of Wrestling really starting to benefit some of these wrestlers that have gone through. You can tell the wrestlers that have gone through. If you look at the left arm of Bobby, he's got the Dragonuv School of Wrestling tattoo on his shoulder. That is his finisher. Splits open Damien, rolls him up. 1, 2. And now we have gone from the 1 counts to the 2 counts. Bobby, though, staying in control of this match, staying in control of what's going on. Whips him over here, tries to get him with the elbow. Damien out of the way. Almost got him with a clothesline from hell. But Damien gets out of the way of that as well. Bobby tries to no-sell that, gets up. Damien still waiting on him. You can start to see the blood now coming off of Damien's head. Takes him and just rams that lower back right in to that railing. Still going to work on the lower back, going to work on that midsection, which is going to set up his finisher. Finds Lucille and right on top of the old scunion of Bobby O. Now going after the legs. Bobby rolls out of the way, but doesn't roll far enough. Takes another headshot, rolls out again, and finally gets it turned back around with a clothesline. 2, 3, and Bobby O comes out winning the match for his group, the Dragonuv Dojo School of Wrestling.
Here's your winner, Bobby O.
Or Redneck Kung Fu. Damien looking like he had that match won, but Bobby coming through, proving that he might just be one of Dragonov's best students of the game. So here we go, final 2 matches of the evening. Not even going to wait around for it. 2 8-man tag matches left. D-Generation X, the Hart Foundation, Sentinel, and Paul the Thing, along with Strudel and KVD, all putting their factions on the line here tonight, trying to score some points.
The following is a fatal 4-way tag team match. Introducing first, at a combined weight of 498 pounds, the Hart Foundation.
Hart Foundation, Chris Jericho, and the newest member, the son of the British Bulldog, now making their way down to the ring, looking to score some points here tonight for the Hart Foundation.
And their opponents, first, at a combined weight of 470 pounds, the Prime Time Players.
So again, primetime players, haven't seen a lot from KVD, haven't seen a lot from Strudel, but what we have seen from Strudel has been really good. Went very deep into the King of the Ring tournament, looking to keep that streak going here in Wrestle Wars. This is Wrestle War 1. Every time we have a Wrestle War, we will keep the stats of the Wrestle War. The next one, of course, will be Wrestle War 2 when we have that much later on next year. So it will be an event moving forward that we see a lot more of. But can these two here tonight start working their way onto the card, start working their way into more matches? That is what they are looking to do here tonight.
Making their way to the ring at a combined weight of 595 pounds, the New Foundation.
So Sentinel, Paul the Thing, looking to become the new foundation of the WCW. Something two guys not in an alliance, but are going to be tagging up, are going to be looking to Eric Bischoff to say, look, you can build the foundation of WCW on our shoulders. Give us the shot at it, and they get their shot here tonight to try to do just that. What is going on, JP? Welcome to the stream, brother. You have made it in for the last two matches of the evening. And you get to see the brand new Wrestle War Arena. How great is that? Now we got to degenerate into something new. I just got tired of doing what they told me to do, but that's the breaks, boy. Yeah, that's the breaks, little man. Break it down. Leader of D-Generation X, Jace Wagner, coming down to the ring with Ed Cardozo.
At a combined weight of 501 pounds, D-Generation X.
You could have gave me 19 guesses. I wouldn't have guessed that these guys made it out of the 400s, but that is exactly what they were doing. So they barely made it out, but they made it out. But they have a lot of success as a tag team. So will be interesting to see what's going on. You're looking at a lot of newly formed tag teams. Butch, Hart, not really. Like he's brand new, so him and Jericho haven't had a lot of experience tagging up together. KVD and Strudel have been a tag team for a minute, but not a lot of matches. And then the next new one where they haven't had a lot of matches together, Paul the Thing and Sentinel. But then you look at D-Generation X. Ed Cardozo and Jace Wagner have had a lot of success as a tag team. So is that going to play into it? I mean, it's hard to say if it will or it won't, especially being in a match like this where it's not your typical tag team match. So looking at that kind of stuff, are they going to be able to use that, or does the inexperience of the other team start to play in because they have more singles experience? This is almost like a singles match to an extent. You want to look out for your guys, right? You want to look out, make sure he's not getting pinned, but this still goes a lot based not so much on a team, but on individual kind of accomplishments. So pretty cool. I don't know if it is or not. It very well could be. If it's not, I will upload it after this. But yeah, this is my new favorite arena. This arena is on another level. Very clean, very cool looking, I think. That's what I think. That's my 17 cents. Guys, remember, drop a like on the video. Subscribe if you're new. Turn on the bell notifications so you don't miss anytime we go live. Share the video. Matter of fact, something that we got a second to do. Let me do a quick check, and let's get our Discord up in the server. Get the Discord up in the server. That way people know what is going on, what is going downtown. Julie Brown. So here we go. You got Butch Hart, Strudel, Paul the Thing. Like right now, they just did a little switch, which ends up working out good for Strudel. Not so good for Paul, but Strudel now grabbing the leg of KVD, 2, and getting a 2 count on Butch. Now going back after Sentinel, who he threw into the ring, but I think he noticed that KVD just had a 2 count put on him, so maybe he's trying to get in there, get the pin, get the stuff. Now goes, picks up Strudel, or picks up Sentinel. Sentinel now reverses it back around, throws him into the ropes, and look at that. Hits him right in the old solar plexus, right in the old gut, as they would say. And back and forth they go. Strudel getting after the leader, Jace Wagner of D-Generation X. Tried to take Paul, throw him into the thing, trying to stay in control. KVD getting thrown out of the way. And DX kind of teaming up right now on Chris Jericho. And a big slam. Thought that might be it, but Sentinel getting out of the ring, using the ropes to pick himself up. KVD ends up saving Sentinel in a way. I don't think that's what he meant to do, but that is it, what he ended up doing. Strudel now getting into the ring, noticing that KVD is in some trouble, and then Butch is like, wait a second, I see what's going on here. I don't want any of this, and ends up getting out of the ring. Sentinel just kind of taking a breather on the inside of the ring. Strudel still keeping up after Jace Wagner rolls up the leg. Referee in the next county doesn't even know how to get over to where the action is, apparently. And look at Chris Jericho kind of trying to get on to another level. Paul gets that turned back around. And KVD trying to end the night of Butch Hart. Referee doesn't care about that, though. Referee still not counting anything. Strudel now rolling up the leg of Jace. and only getting a 1 count. It's crazy. Now, I haven't seen a lot of it, but I haven't seen Jace really dominating anything or being in control of anything down there. And so to only get a 1 count against him is one thing. Strudel setting up for it, tried to hit the tasty pastry, but Ed takes it, reverses it back around. KVD seeing that Strudel's in trouble. Referee giving KVD plenty of time to break that up. And it looks like Butch Hart just pinned Sentinel. So we're going to start seeing things speed up in the realm of eliminations. You're starting to see a lot more 2 counts now. That Russian leg sweep right there just knocked the head of KVD into the steel steps. Ed now using those steel steps. Using those steel steps the way Hulk Hogan intended. Throwing KVD into it. Chris Jericho now sitting there. Looked like he was going to play a little ditty by Jack and Diane. They were 2 American kids growing up in the heartland. Chris Jericho, look at this. Puts on the walls of Jericho. Is he going to get it? Is Ed going to tap out? Doesn't look like it. Uh-oh! SpaghettiOs, the Jace of Spades, one of the most dominating moves, and Butch pins Paul. So Butch ends up pinning everybody. Jace pins Chris Jericho. What? KVD pins Butch. Ed Cardozo just put the finishing move on KVD, and KVD somehow finds a way to kick out of it, and now you're down to 2 teams. So no matter what, it is almost going to be like the next pin is going to win. Jace just put that crazy cutter move on Strudel, but then could barely get back to his feet. Now takes him, throws him into the ring. Ed breaks the guitar over KVD. The primetime players have got to get things going, get things turned around. It looks like Strudel does. Ed gets another guitar. Oh, hits him with the tasty pastry. But Ed was sitting there to break that up. Jace rolls out of the ring. KVD back to his feet. Ed looking like it's about to be 2-on-1, but Jace gets back to his feet. Still trying to come through, but he sees KVD. Strudel rolls out right in front of Jace. Don't think that's what he wanted to do. Jace then throws him into that side, into that turnbuckle. Ed tries to chase after, but proves to be a mistake with KVD. I think Jace sees it. And he gets slammed, but look at this. Jace sitting right there. Picks him up. Strudel now getting back to his feet. Is DX going to notice that? And they do. Look at that. Strudel swings for the fences, misses, ends up getting the old coccyx buster. And you're almost just wondering, like, what is it going to take to put one of these other guys out? Huge falling power bomb. Rolls up the leg. But KVD sitting right there. Jace chasing after him. Now Ed sitting up for his finisher. Hits him with it. grabs the leg. 1. No, not even a 1. 1, 2, 3. And KVD gets over, knocks out the ref, but can't get it there in time. And Ed pins Strudel. And now it's all over, probably but the crying. And the referee getting up. That'll be another thing. Ed going like, come on, guys. I appreciate your enthusiasm, but we got to work together more like a team and not get in each other's way. But here it is. The finishing move yet again from Ed. Rolls him up. 2, 3, and DX ends up coming away with the victory.
Here are your winners. D-Generation Ed.
Now, I don't know what the score is. Like, I see, right? But you look, so far, DX technically has won all 3 of their matches. If we look up to the first one, let me make sure that's right. Where is the Grunning match? Yeah, Grunning wins in the very first match. Coyote Cam won in the other match. They just won the tag team. Oh, the 8-man, they didn't win. But still, that's 3 of the 4 matches that they end up winning. So, I'm telling you, DX, they are the ones to watch. The Syndicate also doing very, very well. So, definitely got to watch out for that. Now, last match, the main event of the evening. And again, if I was these guys, if I was the team of Sting, the Bikers, or the Horsemen, I would want to make sure I'm getting out Braun Breaker and Booker T. Those guys. One is signed a Legends deal. One is going to the WWE. So I'd want to make sure that those are the guys that I got out.
The following contest is a fatal 4-way tag team match. Introducing first, at a combined weight of 487 pounds, the Bikers.
So Bikers making their way down to the ring, trying to, again, score these points. And we will see how it all shakes out to determine how we are going to move forward or be moving forward. Is there another part to round 1? Does there need to be? Again, this is the very first time we've done Wrestle Wars, so we have to see how it plays out. We have to see like what kind of chances and shots everybody got. I almost think, and I've been thinking this, so don't be shocked when it happens, that round 1 should be two events. It should be this one and then another one, like almost like a WrestleMania, day 1 and day 2. That's what I think, but we'll see what it works out to be.
198 pounds, the 4 Horsemen.
So slight change to Totes. You can kind of see it. You can see where the scar now comes over that eye. You can see the bottom part of it, but kind of a little update to the look of Totes. But 4 Horsemen, again, Rowdy making some inroads, but really need these two to make some inroads here tonight as well. Yeah, Wrestling Wars so far, no joke, the way it's been set up. Been very happy with that when we get the matches right. Steve Borden Jr. and Garrett Borden making their way down to the ring. The Sons of Sting. Sting passing on.
Way to the ring at a combined weight of 478 pounds. the King.
Passing on his lineage, passing on his characters to his son, to both of his sons. So, can they step up tonight? And Sting stepped up tonight with a big win, getting a 10-point win in a match that shouldn't have gone down the way that it went down, but it went down that way regardless. So,
And from Woodstock, Georgia, weighing in at 230 pounds,
Braun Breaker shedding the colors of the NWO, going back to his old look. Him and Booker T as well, even shedding the look of Harlem Heat, going back to that singles look.
From Houston, Texas, weighing in at 251 pounds, Booker T.
But again, Booker T, we know he has signed a Legends deal. We know Braun Breaker is going to go back to the WWE. If I was the team of any of these guys, I would make sure that those were the guys I was getting out first. Grady getting to work on Booker T right away. What is going on, Becky? Welcome to the stream. Appreciate you stopping in. Remember, drop a like on the video, subscribe if you're new, turn on the bell notification so you don't miss any time we go live. Share the video. Always good to do that kind of thing. Eagle now going after Grady. Garrett going after Braun Breaker. Totes and Herbie getting after it. And then Sting. Stephen Borden Jr. getting after it as well. So that's some of the other stuff. It's going to be interesting to see the tag team of Becky and Ozzy, like how that's going to go. Are they going to focus on some tag team stuff? Are they just going to come together, still focusing on the single stuff, but come together, you know, in the tag team division here and there? Definitely something we need to look at. Eagle Star starting to get a little pissed off, and Eagle Star having kind of a mixed bag of success here lately, losing the light heavyweight champion, but winning some other matches. So definitely have to see which one shows up here tonight. Totes dropping Stephen Borden Jr. right on his head, then getting after Booker T. Now after Herbie, look at the state of that. Braun Breaker trying to deliver some shots to the back of Eagle Star's head. Eagle fighting through that. And hard to tell what Totes was trying to do there, but gets that reverse back around. And look at that. Totes tried to stop him from hitting the referee, but he still hit the referee with a stop sign. But it did miss Totes. Garrett trying to get off to another level, and look at that huge left hook. Looking like it was going right in to something else. Grady now rolling up the leg. Main event of the evening, last match of the night. We have passed the 3-hour mark already. Much longer match, but these Wrestle War matches are going to be like that. Our typical shows last right around 2 hours. But these Wrestle War events, all the rounds, like they'll get a little bit shorter as we go on. But right now, 16 teams involved in this. And Garrett getting a 2 count on Grady. Stephen Borden Jr. trying to get after Totes. Braun Breaker looked like he was getting fired up there for a second. And you got to believe, look at this. You can see right in the back, Garrett right now has a submission hold locked on to Braun Breaker. Braun fights through it. Totes gets hit with the stop sign. Stephen Borden Jr. going after Grady now. Hits him with that backwards pile driver. Now rolls up the leg of Totes. What? Not even a 1 count. Looked like we might have seen that. And Grady doing a little helicopter. And getting a 1 count. And it looks like Braun Breaker and Stephen Borden Jr. can't decide who wants to whip Totes more. Eagle Star getting the other member of Team Sting into the corner, throwing Grady out. But look at this. Big slam incoming. Smashes him down. And Garrett, really having kind of a time of it, was almost controlling the ring right there. Totes trying to get it turned back around. Eagle Star trying to get after the other Sting sibling, but not working out. Kind of stalking him on the inside of the ring. Totes now picking up Booker T, brings him down, drops him on his head. And now hits Garrett, rolls up the leg. 1, 2, and a 2 count. Braun Breaker now, just picks up Totes, throws him across the ring like it was nobody's business. Grady now grabbing on to the arm and the wrist of Stephen Borden Jr. Oh, Totes now rolling up Braun Breaker. 2, 3, and Totes pins Braun. And now, seriously, if I was one of the other guys, I would be wanting to make sure that they got out Booker T as well. Stephen Borden Jr. pinning Grady, and Eagle now going after Booker T. And look at that, Totes letting them know, 4 Horsemen style stuff going on. Totes trying to fight through, hitting both of them. Eagle looking like he was trying to collect the bounty, but look at this. Tried to get a new submission move put on Booker T, but just couldn't quite get it going. Steve Borden Jr. pins Grady. Eagle pins Booker T. So I would have to say, as far as WCW is concerned, as far as fighting against the other guys, mission accomplished on that. Grady watching Herbie getting thrown into the thing. Not anything he could do about it, but Herbie kicking out in 2. Garrett trying to get to wherever he's going, but look at this. Eagle picks him up, and here we go again. Looks like Eagle's, this is a brand new move from Eagle, trying to get the, Totes now pins Steve Borden Jr. And right here, this is where Herbie and Garrett Borden have got to understand they have got to pin one of the Horsemen right now. And that isn't going to even be a thing. Totes goes and pins Garrett. And now it is all over, or could all be over but the crying. Herbie fighting through it, but Totes waiting in the wings. Picks up Herbie. Brings him back down. Thought he might have held on to his leg. Oh, look at that. Somehow Herbie moves out of the way of both of them, splits Totes open, and is trying now to control what is going on. But Totes now gets him, and this might be fundamentally all over. Hits him with the extraction. 2, 3, and the Horsemen will go on to win the match.
Here are your winners, the 4 Horsemen.
Man, it looked like for a second Herbie had him in that right, kind of the right thing. It split Totes open, got rid of Eagle, looked like he was going, but Totes had already got back up to his feet, swung at Totes. Totes ducks underneath it, grabs and puts him in the extraction to end that. Bark Squad is doing very, very well. They are night-nights right now. They are sleepy faces right down there. But yeah, guys, thanks for joining us. What a crazy trip. Later on today, I will put out all the point results of exactly what happened here today, Nitro and on Thunder, to put where it's going to be, and then if we will extend round one, depending on how it is. I almost feel like we should because there's so much on the line. So maybe round one actually has a night one and a two, and then from here on out, not so much. But you got to realize the 4 lowest teams all have a shot at not being a faction anymore. One of them won't be. So all a part of Wrestle Wars. It's what makes it so crazy. The winning team gets all the riches and all the glory. The losing team disbands. So that's big time stuff right there. But guys, I appreciate everything you do. Thank you for liking the video. Thank you for sharing it. Thank you for turning on your bell notifications so you don't miss any time we go live. And sharing the videos. I hope you guys get out there, support one another, support one another's channels, and we will catch all of you in the next one. Peace.